YouTube, what's good with it? All right, finna get into it right now. Finna get into some real heavy information for y'all. This is gonna be my first PowerPoint presentation. This is my first live stream. It's gonna be about a good hour long, so y'all bear with me because I'm finna bring y'all some exclusive details on why the colonizer does not want you to know or does not want you to look at him like a bad guy. I'm gonna show y'all why these third world countries that they so-called poor, these poor third world countries are not poor, okay? Third world countries are not poor. Now I'm finna come at y'all with this live and direct, so y'all just follow me, all right? Let's get into it. Let's get into it, all right? First thing first, I want to give a big happy birthday to my mentor, my man from above, my man Marcus Garvey. Today is his birthday. I want y'all to acknowledge it, pay homage to the man. He laid down the foundation for who I am and why I get down the way I get down. You know what I'm saying? I love Garvey. I love what he teach. I love what he brought to the table, and his legacy still lives on. Because yes, black people, we will have our own nation one day. Trust and believe. It's coming very soon because shit like this is coming out. The troops are starting to come out. And more troops come out, we're going to start smacking these mugs in the face with these facts. And they're not going to be able to do nothing about it, but acknowledge it. And once we start seeing it, once black people start seeing this as a whole, they're not going to be able to stop this movement, y'all. We get it. We're going to have our own nation. We want our own nation. But let's get into this PowerPoint, man, because this is some juicy shit, man. Third world countries are not poor, man. Generation X. First of all, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, do what you got to do, man. Make sure you subscribe to the page because I'm going to come at you with this heavy info. Like, so this shit can circulate, man. Share this so everybody can see this. I want the whole world to see this. Haiti, Jamaica, Africa, South America, black people, Australia, in the UK, wherever you at, you a black man. Watch this video so you can see how they are extorting our people. All right, let's get into it, man. First, we're going to jump down and we're going to talk about how these so-called third world countries are not poor, okay? Now, this right here is a list of the top 20 poorest countries in the world, okay? Now, as y'all can see, 18 out of these top 20 are from Africa. Yes, majority of the countries that are considered third world are from Africa, okay? Now, the reality of this is when you look at this list, you're going to see that majority of the third world countries are all the black nations, okay? And it's funny because all the black nations are equivalent to the tropical lands. So they're trying to say all these tropical places on the world, all these places where it's nearest to the equator, it's plenty of fresh herbs and greenery and minerals and nutrients. All these places that are in these tropical regions, they're trying to tell us that they're third world, that they're poor. But let's find out why. All right, let's get it. All right, what makes a country third world? All right, the underdevelopment nations of the world. Okay, I talk about this a lot, the underdevelopment. Y'all see a lot of places in America that are underdeveloped. But when y'all look around on the diaspora, when y'all look around at every African nation, every black nation, all our people, our nations, for some reason, look underdeveloped. Like they just now starting to come into developing things and all that, especially those within widespread poverty. You know, so if it's widespread poverty all over if majority of your nation is in poverty, you are considered a third world country. So then again, like I said, these countries, these African countries are considered impoverished, third world. There's nothing over there. They got AIDS, they got HIV. They try to just make our people look like we just fucked up people, for real. White people, if you're watching, pay attention, stick with it so you can see how your people deceive you. What makes a country first world? All right, a first world country is something that's considered to be industrialized, non-communist. It's a nation that's heavily industrialized and produce a lot of resources and goods, okay, including those in Western Europe, the United States, Canada, and Spain. Now, it's funny when I was looking this up that, you know, I'm looking at the definition of first world. What's a first world country? And the first country they mentioned is Western Europe. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta remember who's making this list, okay? And who has set the tone for the way the world is today? All right, Western Europe. Okay, let's keep going. So now that we know what a third world country is, and we know what a first world country is, let's get into what makes a country rich. Okay, now we all know this, but I want y'all to pay attention to the middle definition. It says an abundance of natural resources. Now I put rich in beauty, rich in color. I put that on there just so you can see that I'm giving you the definition, the true definition of what makes a country rich. If you look this up, this is what you're going to see. But if you read the definition, it's going to talk about having wealth or great possessions, abundantly supplied with resources. Okay, because the first step to becoming rich, you have to have an abundance of natural resources. Okay, you have to have something that you can trade and commerce. You have to have something that you can trade with other nations and other people. You have to have something of value to give to your people. Okay, abundance of natural resources. That's what makes a country rich. Okay, now while the next slide, I want to show y'all the resources of the tropical areas. Okay, if you look all over the world and you look at the tropical regions of the world, you're gonna see Africa, you're gonna see Jamaica, you're gonna see Haiti, South America, you're gonna see I'm looking for Belize and all those Honduras, all these South American Caribbean islands, all these places, man, Australia, all these islands and tropical lands that's near to the equator, they are abundant of natural resources. You know, gold, oil, iron, as you can see, cotton, anything that you can pretty much think of on a resource basis, you can get out. You can get out of the tropical lands. Okay, natural resources that power nations. Look, you got land, you got water, you got food, coal, oil, natural gas, magnesium. You know, cobalt. Cobalt is something fairly new. It's been around, but they're using it to make smartphones and smart cars. A lot of stuff, a lot of high technology that we use today is being produced by this mineral. It's being produced by the use of this mineral, cobalt. And I'm gonna show y'all where cobalt come from, where the majority of the cobalt come from. It even makes this laptop that I'm on. It makes the smartphone that you own. Okay, cobalt. You can look it up. It's a valuable mineral that comes out of the earth. Like gold. Okay, you need clean, fresh air. You need timber, forest, timber to cut down wood, build houses and things like that. Copper. You know, any mineral you can think of. Bauxite is if I'm saying that right, bauxite is a very valuable mineral that comes out of earth. All countries pretty much use these minerals. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're gonna get down to this was funny to me because when I looked this up, I was looking for, you know, the richest countries in the world, the richest nations in the world that's full of resources. I just knew that Africa was gonna be on there. Okay, but when I looked this up, y'all can go look this up yourself. TheBusinessInsider.com. They have Russia classified as the richest country when it comes to natural resources. Now, based off my common knowledge and my worldly understanding and my common sense, I know Russia is a frozen tundra. Okay, now understand that Russia is a big ass country. It's pretty much all of Northern Asia. Okay, Russia is big as hell, so I can understand how they are basing their statistics, you know, based on the size of Russia. But if you were to combine all the countries in Africa, if they were all united, it would produce more resources than the top 10, than this whole top 10 combined. Okay, especially if you threw Brazil in there. So they can miss me with this list. You're not finna tell me that Russia, you know, is the top dog when it comes to research. I don't see too much extortion going on in Russia. I don't see too many wars, people fighting over Russia and trying to colonize Russia. You understand? I don't see that. I see y'all going down into these tropical lands and colonizing these people, colonizing my people. It's crazy, okay? Let's keep going. Resources. Resources in the lands of black people. Now, I say this because black people, so-called black people, are the melanated person, the copper man and woman, the original man, original woman, are naturally inhabitants of these tropical lands. Okay, these lands are our indigenous land. This is where we began to civilize ourselves and thrive and trade around the world. Black people been trading. We've been building boats and sailing across the seas and trading every type of mineral, every resource that you see on your screen right now. Diamonds, oil, natural gases, gold, whatever, platinum, ivory, cocoa, whatever. You know, anything you can think of, man. We've been trading these things. But these colonizers, these European powers, they understood that. They knew that. They knew we had these trade routes. But what they did was they took them over. Okay, they have control of the trade. They have control of the resources. They have control of the mines, as you're about to see. Okay, Black people in these countries no longer control their resources or the export-import of these resources, or even the financial gain of these resources. Okay, I guarantee you, if you go to Africa right now and talk to one of them kids or young adults over there that's working in one of those mines, they'll tell you they're getting paid cheap. They ain't making no real money. But the European powers will never tell them workers that all these minerals, all these valuable minerals power the world. Okay. So yes, young man, young Black man over there working hard, working your ass off, young Black woman over there, y'all supposed to be getting big chop. Y'all supposed to be getting paid. Y'all supposed to be living better than us, for real. So I don't want to hear shit about Africa. I don't want to hear y'all call Africa po no more. I don't want to hear white people. I don't want to see that no more, because y'all really sit here and act like Africa is just the third world of the third world. Like Africa just po. And y'all do that. So we'll neglect them. We'll stay away from Africans. We don't want to deal with that. That's jungle life. But no, Africa is the motherland of all life and all. I ain't gonna say all life, because all life didn't start in Africa. I don't believe that. Life happens simultaneously all over the world. Okay. Depends on what region you in. That's what type of people, that's what type of creatures evolved or what came into being, okay, based off your regions. And these tropical regions are our natural lands. That's why we were colonized, y'all, okay, so they can control our resources. It wasn't because they hate Black people. It's so they can control these resources, so they can control these diamonds, oil, coal, you know what I'm saying, all this. All right, let's keep going. Let's go to Somalia, Africa. Now, I'm going to go to Somalia, Africa first, because Somalia, Africa is ranked #1 on the so-called third world country list, okay? Somalia is ranked to be the #1 poorest country in the world, okay? So let's go to Somalia, all right? Somalia was renamed in 1960 by Italian and British colonial powers. Y'all hear that? Somalia was renamed, which means Somalia was taken over in 1960 by Italian and British colonial powers. The deposits of the clay mineral sepiolite is in South Central Somalia are among the largest known reserves in the world. Reserves of natural gas have been found, but not have been exploited. Y'all see that? They ready to exploit it. It hasn't been exploited yet. I understand that means pulling out the ground, but y'all over there extorting. When I see words like that, exploit, extort, I know what y'all doing. Okay, y'all over there taking that shit. Sea salt is also collected at several sites on the coast. Okay, so here we have the poorest country, considered the poorest country in the world, but they have some of the largest reserves of the raw mineral sepiolite. Okay, and they also have natural gases. And if you will also look up here on this map, you can see coffee and tea and farming and all type of other stuff is produced over there in Somalia. Now, for those of you who don't know what Somalia is the Horn of Africa. This is on the far east side of Africa, right under Egypt and Ethiopia, right beside Kenya, as you can see. But this is how the people are living over there. Look at our people. When I know y'all see the Africans on TV all the time. Y'all see the people over there all the time. Y'all see the people in Haiti, Jamaica, South America all the time. They look like this. They have them looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand that, because I don't understand how they have us looking crazy, because like I'm telling y'all, Somalia has an abundance of natural resources, okay? Natural gases. They also are very valuable when it comes to pastures and herding, okay? They have resources to create their own currency and be a productive nation. But guess what? Somalia is owned by Italian and British colonial powers, okay? That's who getting all these minerals. That's who profiting the most off of these minerals. Now, with appropriate pre-treatment, sepiolite is known to be useful for the following application. Now, I want y'all to look through that. Look how many things sepiolite can be used for. Now, y'all telling me that this vast amount of sepiolite is not needed all over the world. And I know there's other parts of the world that produce this mineral, but if this is one of the largest reserves, well, you got to think for a second. If y'all are like this say right here, if it is an abundance of a natural resources, ching ching, ching 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 ching, y'all supposed to be making some money over there. Okay, I know folks who just sell one product, might sell weed or something, have money. You know what I'm saying? Just got some money to sell one product. But Somalia has a vast amount of natural gases, sepiolite, and also, like I said, farming and gold and all type of stuff over there in Somalia. But like I said, sea salt too. So there's a lot of raw minerals over there that they can use. And it's not, Somalia is not a poor country. It's full of natural resources. Okay. Now let's go to Niger. Now I'm gonna go to Niger, Africa, because Niger is ranked number 3 on the list. And I'm going to explain to y'all what's going on in Niger with their mines, okay? Niger is a heavy mining. It's a heavy mining area, really. And they produce a lot of cement, coal, gold, gypsum, as you can see, limestone, salt, silver, tin, uranium. I mean, Look in 2006, Niger was the world's 4th ranked producer of uranium. You know what I'm saying? Uranium is a very valuable mineral. They use that for so many things, you know. And the most important donors in Niger are the French, the European Union, the World Bank, as y'all can see, International Monetary Fund, United Nations agencies, you know, all of. It's funny because when you look into all these things, we see the United Nations, the Eurasian, the European, the World Bank. When you see all these people over there, you have to ask yourself, if these countries are so poor, what are y'all doing over there? And it says that the United States is a major donor, contributing nearly $10 million each year. You got to laugh at that. But because here you have an underdeveloped, considered third world country that is abundant with gold, gypsum, uranium, all these natural resources. And then you have these foreign powers who are over there controlling the resources. But then you on the flip side, you have United States send $10 million over there. What does that look like to y'all? To me, it look like I'm covering my hand. I'm going to send you these 10 million while I excavate and extort 10 billion out your country. And I'm going to send you these 10 million to keep your mouth wet. Because y'all know $10 million ain't shit. I don't give a damn if it's in Africa. It might be 100 million in Africa. But even that, you can't build no nation obtaining $10 million a year from a country that's sucking you dry of your natural resources. Okay? Okay? So USA, either go over there and help Niger, build them into a flourishing nation, build them a New York City. You understand? Or keep your money and stop extorting this country and let them people do what they got to do. Let them people own and trade their own goods, okay? Let them have their shit back. Y'all stop extorting these people. Mining in Niger. Niger is a country struck by poverty. And the fact that nuclear energy is available for the country to extract is a blessing. Now, y'all see that nuclear energy. Like I said, Niger is abundant with uranium. They were the number 4 ranked producer of uranium in the world. Niger, just one country. You understand? They sitting on millions and billions and trillions of dollars worth of uranium. However, uranium extraction to be used for nuclear energy has been taken advantage of by foreign powers. Y'all hear me? All right. Foreign powers are in Niger taking advantage of their uranium mines. Okay. Companies like Solmer, Cominet, if I'm saying that right. A subsidiary, these side companies like Arriva and all these companies are over there. Okay. And these countries, if you really pull back the curtain, you will see that most of these mining companies are owned by Europeans. They're owned by Russians and Canadians and Australians. Okay, they owned by European people. They're not owned by Nigerians. You won't see black people over there controlling the mines, dictating the trade, and collecting 100% profit off of what they producing, what they getting out of the mine. No, white people getting that shit, and that's facts. Okay. Niger, Africa is Islamic, just like Somalia, and just like Mali, and just like a bunch of other countries. Majority of the countries in Africa are Islam or Christian. Now, one thing I want to tell y'all, religious people, religion is holding us back. Okay, we have accepted. I ain't gonna say we accepted. When we were colonized, I gotta rephrase that. When we were colonized, our religion was switched. Okay. Part of that is part of the reason why they had to switch our religion, why they had to give us our religion, is so that whatever problems we're dealing with down here on earth, we won't deal with them. We won't look for revenge. We'll look for God in the sky. We're looking for a savior to come back to us. So while we sitting here holding the Bible, holding the Quran, they taking the land. They own our land. The manager, I guarantee you, y'all see these black people on here, I guarantee you, and these black people in these mines, it could be 50 to 100 people, black people working in the mines. And you might have one white dude or one Asian come out there, or one or two of them that's patrolling or looking over. You know, they're the managers, whatever. If these people will stop being so goddamn religious, they will understand the value, how valuable the job that they're doing. They will understand that these people are extorting you. They taking all your money. You working your ass to the bone, digging up diamonds and gold. And you ain't got a pot to piss in. You ain't got pants to wear. Y'all ain't got shoes. Y'all ain't building no streets or nothing. Y'all got to look at the extortion and all this shit going on. And white people have been pointing the finger at y'all. They've been making it like y'all the problem. Like y'all unethical. Y'all savages. Y'all just fight and go to war all the time. Black people can't civilize themselves. Black people can't govern themselves. And if y'all notice something, every black nation around the world suffers from gang violence and drugs and miseducation, bad music. They use the same schemes against us everywhere. You know why? Because it works. Okay, it's working. That's why everywhere we go, every black nation you go, you can see a Tupac shirt. You can see some, you know what I'm saying? You can see some black, but everybody's in poverty. And we just looking at it like, okay, yeah, this is what it is. You know, we from the hood. No. We are being extorted, and then the card is being played back on us like we the problem. But in reality, you got these foreign powers, these European powers coming in, extorting our lands, okay? They extorting the lands, they extorting the people, and they're not giving shit back to us. They keeping it all for themselves. That's why when y'all go to France and go to Germany and go to these white countries, these European countries, they big, they flourishing, Eiffel Towers and shit. London bridges and all this shit. They building it up off of our back. How y'all think America was built? Off our back, okay? We get extorted and do their job for them because we believe in their religion, y'all. We believe in their God. We think that they're somewhat up here and, you know, we just been fucking up our history. So that's why God cursed us. God is punishing us. No, we are being extorted, y'all. It's time to wake up, man. That's Niger. That's Niger, Africa. Next, we're going to Sierra Leone. Okay. Now, as I just showed y'all in Niger, most of the mining companies, majority of the mining companies are owned by Europeans, Russians, whatever you want to call them, you know, French, Dutch, whatever you want to call it, Europeans. Okay. Now let's go to Sierra Leone. Now I'm gonna go to Sierra Leone because Sierra Leone is ranked number 8, as you can see, on this third world country list. They are the 8th poorest country in the world. Now, before I go back to Sierra Leone, let's look at this one more time. What makes a country rich? Abundance of natural resources. So there's no country I've showed you that ain't rich. Every country I'm showing you right now is rich, but they gonna tell you that they poor. Okay, they gonna tell you all these countries are poor. Even some places in America are poor. Okay, all right. Now, I want y'all to look at this one more time before I go. The minority groups. You look down at the bottom. You see where it says the minority groups within a nation. Okay, I want y'all to understand when it says the minority groups within a nation or predominant cultures, that's the ghetto. That ain't nothing but the hood. That's us. Okay, but let me keep it moving. We're getting extorted too. Let me keep it moving. All right, where we going? What was we at? We went to Niger. We went to Somalia. Now we're going to Sierra Leone. All right. Now, I know a lot of us done seen the movie Blood Diamond, or you done seen a Beast of No Nation. Idris Elba, he trained the young boys to fight and all that. And y'all have also heard the Kanye West song, Diamonds Are Forever. All these, that song and those movies were based on Sierra Leone, because they had a massive civil war in Sierra Leone, and a lot of journalists believe that it was all about the diamonds, which I believe is true. I think that a lot of the colonial powers, that's part of their scheme, that's part of the plan they do. They go in and cause corruption, cause a war. You killing off people and you keeping the people distracted. And then then the European will come in and look like a savior, which they love to do. They love to come in and look like the savior, and then they'll come in and get control of the land, control of the mines, and had this sorry sob story for people, and oh, God bless everybody, whatever. But they come to Sierra Leone, they extort the lands, okay? And this is what's going on over there in Sierra Leone as well. All right. Although most of the population is engaged in subsistence agriculture, Sierra Leone is also a mining centric, okay? Sierra Leone is a mining capital. For all my people out there, I've heard that you can go in your backyard in Sierra Leone and dig up diamonds and gold. It's so abundant over there. Its lands yields diamonds, gold, bauxite, and rutile, however you say that. Internal conflict, you hear it? Internal conflict crippled the country from the late 1980s onward, culminating in a brutal civil war that took place from 1991 to 2002. Okay? Since the end of the war, the government of Sierra Leone has undergone an arduous task of rebuilding the country's physical and social infrastructure while fostering reconciliation. Okay? Now, let's go on to the next slide, because I want y'all to see what's going on in Sierra, who owns the mines in Sierra Leone. Okay? Now, as y'all can see, like I just talked about, it was the internal conflict, pretty much a civil war. But like I said, it might have been the brothers over there beefing over the product. But I guarantee you, if you pull that veil back, I'm gonna do a little more research, but I bet you I can find the real reason for that civil war. And since it's so abundant with diamonds and gold, I bet you the colonial powers went in, caused a disruption, killed off some of the people, took over the land. You understand? Smart. It's how they do it. Sierra Leone is famous for diamonds. Okay, like I talked about, blood diamonds. Sierra Leone, that's what it's known for. Okay. Now, as y'all can see, these are young kids over there working. These actual pictures. These are young kids. That's why when you look up most of these mining companies, they don't really give you a phone number or a website. And even if they got some stuff on there, it's really nothing. Like you just looking at some shit. But this is what's going on. This is extortion at its best. These people out there working. I'm talking about, I know. I'm a black man. I know they be working their ass off, thinking they doing something for the greater good. I know it. These people done motivated. These white folk probably done motivated them. Yeah, y'all supplying the world with diamonds. Y'all, kick them a good game. But look how they living. I ain't giving them shit back. You ain't getting nothing in return. Mining company in Sierra Leone, Sierra Rutile Limited, okay, It was over there until 2011. Now in 2016, an Australian-based Aluka Resources Limited, they acquired the company. They pretty much became the biggest titanium, uranium, bauxite, whatever, most of the minerals over there. They became the biggest company over there. Okay, and their CEO is Rob Hattie. This is him right here, Rob Hattie. I want to ask Rob, are you doing what's best for the people in Sierra Leone? Do you care about the young kids, the citizens, the indigenous people of Sierra Leone? Or do you just care about them diamonds and the titanium, that gold getting to you? Are you putting some of this profit that you're making back into Sierra Leone? I highly doubt it. But anyway, that's Sierra Leone. As I say, the blood diamond is famous all over the world. And for us to sit here and watch TV and see these kids over there with the big eye, the big pupils, they in the mines all day long. And for us as people, we don't know the truth. That's why I'm bringing this to y'all today. We don't know what's going on over there. We think it's just corrupt, niggas just niggas. We can't get it together. We're going to pray for them. But in reality, they're being extorted. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's go to the Congo. District Republic Congo. Over 15 million black people were massacred in the Congo. Now I don't want to stop right here because I gotta holler at the Jews and the Christians and all y'all people one more time, because where God at? Where he at? It's a lot of extortion, a lot of bullshit going, a lot of poverty, a lot of kids dying, and these people, they uneducated. They don't. I ain't gonna say they're not smart, but they're uneducated on what the truth is. Just like a lot of us are waking up today. A lot of them over there, they don't know no better. They ain't woke up to this shit. I was asleep, 15 years ago. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I done woke myself up. Now I got to put out shit like that. We all need to put out shit like this so we can help our African people. I know they over there waking up too, but this is the fuckery that's been going on for centuries in our countries, in our indigenous lands, man. We've been being massacred all over the world just for our lands, okay? The Belgian King Leopold. This is Hitler before Hitler. The Belgian King Leopold. Or Hitler after Hitler. I don't know when the fuck is shit, but the man turned a huge piece of Africa, which is the Congo. The Congo is pretty much the middle of Africa. All right, that's one of the biggest countries in Africa, into a rural estate. He enslaved the people. As y'all can see him, that's a Belgian. I don't know if that's King Leopold, but this is a Belgian guy. This is one of the actual pictures of him standing by one of the Congo people from back in the day. Enslaved the people and left a legacy of misery that lasts until today. As y'all see, I gave y'all a view of the past and the present. Okay, this is Congo today. This is Congo yesterday. Okay. Now you had a Belgian king, a European king, come in and massacre 15 million black people just to take over the land, just to turn it into a huge rural estate for him. And then enslaved the people and made them do what? Work for him. You feel me? Get them diamonds and gold. Extort them. You think the people's making some profit off of it? Hell no. A lot of you Europeans, y'all praise King Leopold. Y'all think he was a good man. But I hope he's somewhat chopped up in pieces, really. But that's a subject for another topic. But we're gonna keep it moving right now in the Congo, because like I'm showing y'all, the Belgian king Leopold, he turned this whole piece of Africa into his estate and enslaved the people, and it still lasts until this day. The misery still alive to this day. Them people still traumatized from this shit. Okay. Congo leads the world in cobalt. That's what I was talking about before I started this video. Cobalt is a very valuable mineral, okay? Cobalt is the mineral they use to create your smartphones, these smart cars, laptops, anything with this high technology. Cobalt, that's the raw mineral. District Republic of Congo is responsible for 60% of the world's cobalt. Do y'all hear me? 60, not 50, not 30, 60%. Okay, that's over half of the world's cobalt. And like I'm trying to explain to y'all, a country, what makes a country rich? A country is not poor if they are abundant of natural resources. So please, can anybody tell me how the Congo is considered one of the poorest nations in the world, but they are responsible for over 60% of the world's cobalt production? Okay? I don't understand this shit. Look at my people. Look at my kids, man. Look at the kids, man. The mineral is used to produce lithium-ion batteries used to power electric cars, laptops, and smartphones. Y'all see that? However, the extraction process has been beset with concerns of illegal mining, human rights, abuse, and corruption. Y'all see that? I ain't playing with y'all. They getting extorted. Them kids over there right now, as we speak, working, getting them same diamonds and gold you want to go down to the jewelry store and buy. Them kids over there getting extorted. And guess who the middleman making all the money? People like him. People like him. Okay? That's who making all the money. While we sitting back looking at each other like, man, what y'all niggas? See, niggas just can't get together. Niggas just can't act right. We can't get along. We can't come together. It's a unseen force. It's a fake ass force. I'm gonna call him a fake ass force because he front like he the good guy. And I'm talking about you, European. Yeah, you elites, y'all top dog, whatever. Not you average Joes down here. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking about the ones in charge, you European powers. Y'all are an unseen hand. Y'all don't want to look like the bad guy. Y'all know how to cover y'all tracks, make it like y'all ain't doing shit, and then had the world pointing the finger at us like we the bad people. But in reality, like I said, black people are being extorted all over the world. Cobalt mine in Congo, Katanga, if I'm saying that right, Mining Ltd. is a mining company operated in the Democratic Republic of Congo with its headquarters where? With its headquarters where? In Canada. You dig? Most of the products in the Congo most of the mines in the Congo are owned by Glencore, okay? And Glencore is a British company, okay? British. They also have a headquarters in Switzerland, okay? As you can see, you just keep reading that. And Glencore, I think, has been over there since 2013, I believe. But probably even before that. You know, a lot of companies will come in and they'll do their thing. Then another company will come in. Or it's just like when different kingdoms start. You know, you might have a family. Like, say, for instance, my family owned a mine. Okay, when I pass or when I'm done with it, I give it to my son. He might rename it or something. You know what I'm saying? That's all that be going on over there with these mines. Okay, they just rename, keep going. But the same type of people rule. People just like this. Glencore leadership, like I just told y'all. Glencore, it's a British company in the Congo, getting all the minerals, all the cobalt. And these people right here reaping the benefits from it. Ivan Glassenberg, CEO. Tony Hayward, NEC. Okay. Martin Gilbert, he's a SINED. Okay. I think it's like a senior international something. You can look this stuff up, though. You can look all this information up. These people legit. These people are who control Glencore. It's like 12, 13 other people that are in cahoots with them, but all of them are Europeans, okay? You don't see all black people running an all-black nation, controlling all the black trade, all that. Nope, because they done fed you the lie that Jesus coming back and that black people ain't civilized and we can't do nothing for ourselves, all right? That's what's going on in the Congo. Y'all hear me? It's more and more. The more and more you peel, the more mines you go to, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see people like Ivan and Tony and Martin, okay? Let's go to Guinea. Now, Guinea is ranked, it says 17th. And just like we just went to the Congo, as you can see, is ranked 16th. Now we're going to the 17th country, okay? The 17th poorest country in the world, so to speak. But mind you, let's look at this again. Abundance of natural resources. That's some goddamn. I'm telling y'all, boy. These third world countries are not poor. Period. All right. Guinea, Africa. Guinea is a country well endowed with mineral resources. Do y'all hear me? Y'all know what well endowed means? You know when they say a man is well endowed, that means he packing. He well endowed. Guinea is a country that is packed. That's packing with mineral resources. Do y'all hear me? It has nearly a third of the world's reserves of bauxite. All right. Now, just telling y'all about that mineral. That's very important to the world. And it has nearly 1/3 of the world's reserves, okay? The primary ore is in aluminum, okay? That's what they need to make the aluminum. You understand? It also has one of the largest untaped high-grade iron ore deposits, as well as other minerals, including gold and diamonds. Do y'all hear me? Like I told y'all, there is no way that these countries are poor because they are abundant of natural resources, okay? They just being extorted, all right? And if you didn't know, now you know, all right? Let's keep going in Guinea. Guinea Mines. The alumina company in Guinea is a bauxite mining company based in Freya, Guinea. They are the main aluminum producing company in the country. Let me repeat that. They are the main aluminum producing company in the country. Now, who owns alumina company? Daniel Cornell. Look at it. Do y'all think that Daniel Cornell is helping the indigenous people of Guinea? What y'all think? Now, as we keep going, like I said, as once once part owned by the government of Guinea in Conakry and by the Reynolds Metal Company of Richmond, Virginia of the United States. Do y'all see that? This company was also owned by Reynolds Metal Company in Richmond, Virginia. Okay. Now, that's big because we see Feed the Children all the time. And for it to be Americans, Europeans and stuff over there, y'all fronting. This is exposing y'all lies. How y'all claiming these countries to be third world, but y'all got mines over there? What y'all getting out the mines? It's poor, right? Ain't nothing over there, right? Y'all know better than that shit. We starting to wake up to this shit. We starting to see the truth now, all right? Now, Rio Tinto Group is an Anglo-Australian, all right? Anglo-Australian multinational and the world's second largest metals and mining corporation behind BHP, producing iron ore, copper, diamonds, gold, and uranium, all right? Rio Tinto Group. Now, the Rio Tinto Group and the Reynolds Group are holding down there. They fall under what a company called Nordgold. And Nordgold, they own the Lefa mine in Guinea. The Lefa mine is one of the biggest mines in Guinea. And like I said, the Reynolds Group holding, it's in New Zealand and all these places. It's out of Africa. But the Reynolds company, it was the second largest aluminum company in the United States and the third largest in the world. Okay, and if you look up the Reynolds company, you're gonna find out that they CEO, like I said, they fall under Nordgold, and it's Nikolai Zelensky. Okay, do y'all think Nikolai Zelensky and Daniel Cornell are over there helping the African people? Y'all think they sending money? Y'all think they helping the people benefit their life and build new communities and bigger buildings and a flourishing economy? Hell no. They taking that shit right back to Europe, okay? Or right back wherever they from. Let's go to Haiti, all right? Now, I've been going through these countries, and as y'all can see, if y'all been with me the whole time, I want y'all to understand that these countries are not poor by a long shot. And if you ever thought that in your mind, if you ever thought that Feed the Children was real, that these people are really over there just poor, then now you see that you have been fooled just like I was fooled, okay? Don't feel bad because you're coming into a new truth. Open up. Talk to people. Let people know. Have this conversation. When you see these commercials on TV, talk about it. Let people know, man, that ain't true. That ain't real, man. Generation X already exposed their ass, man. He showed this shit. He showed how they were extorting them people. Europeans will literally extort us. And then another European to go over there and put a camera on us and act like they helping us. Because like I told y'all, they never want to look like the bad guy, okay? So they'll send another European in just look nice. Look like they ain't doing nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with it. Can y'all help us? Can y'all help us make this black nation a better nation? Feed the children, please. But you pull back that veil. It's Europeans over there extorting for the resource. Big ass hypocrite. Y'all some hypocrites. Y'all hypocrites. Y'all conniving. Y'all evil. Y'all just barbarians. You know, we gotta get away from y'all, okay? Haiti. Let's go to Haiti. Haiti is the poorest. Do y'all hear me? Listen. Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. I wonder why. And its economy contracted by more than 5% following the devastating 2010 earthquake. So they went back a little bit, 5%. However, listen to this, y'all. However, there is an estimated potential worth of $20 billion in precious metals, including gold, located in the north of the country. Okay? The most commonly listed primary commodities in Haiti mines are copper, gold, and manganese. Okay? Now I'm going to read that again. However, there is an estimated potential worth of $20 billion in precious metals, including gold, in the north of the country. And like I keep trying to tell y'all, there is no way that Haiti is considered the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere, and they have an abundance of natural resources. That don't make no damn sense, man. What is y'all? What? Y'all some slick motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all slick. Y'all slick, man. Haiti. Everybody that's over in Haiti right now, if you're watching this video, pay close attention, okay? Because I know y'all don't like Hillary. I know y'all don't like the Clintons. I know y'all don't like this American government. And guess what? We don't like it either. We know these motherfuckers is crooked. We know they don't care about the public at all. All they want to do is control us. We know this. And part of controlling us, they have to control them resources first. You can't control the people if you can't provide the people with nothing, okay? So since they control our resources, since they extorting us, they control our mind. It's funny because they control the minds, so they control our mind. You understand? So we need to break away from that shit. Now, let's go to the mines in Haiti. Like I just said, the mine. All you Haitians, open your mind so you can see who owns your mines. So that way we can get our minds back and get our minds back, if you caught what I said. Okay? An updated social development plan will be the first priority for VCS mining after becoming one of the two recipients of the first gold mining permits issued by the Haitian government in over 50 years. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something for all my Haitians out there. Do y'all understand that Queen Elizabeth and the Catholic Church owns the majority of the land in Haiti? Okay? So since they own the land, when you own the land, you can dictate who puts a mine where and who wants the mine where, okay? You write the permits. So we have Europeans writing permits for other Europeans to go in and mine in Haiti, a place where black people are indigenous to, them black people lands. But since we done been through this slavery shit, we've been colonized, they doing it. They getting away with it, okay? Mines Bureau Director General Lieutenant Riernares, if I'm saying it right, Riernares, last week awarded the gold exploitation permit to VCS and a gold and copper permit to Canadian company Majesco. Okay? Canadian company. Ain't no Haitian company, Canadian company. VCS Mining CEO Angelo Vallard says responsible development of the vast natural resource base will be a major contributor to economic development, employment, and welfare in the poverty-stricken nation. So he basically saying that he gonna help. Angelo Vallard saying that he gonna help the economy grow. He gonna help Haiti get out of poverty. Now, I think this news article that I took this from is from 2015, if I'm not mistaken, or 2017. I know my man right here, Tony Rodham, who is Hillary Clinton's brother, he was part owner, I think, of VCS Mining. He ended up passing away, but he passed away last year. But I think that they had that agreement a little bit after that earthquake. So they've been over there for a while. So what I want to ask Angelo Vallard, if you're listening, have you developed Haiti? Have you helped them escape their poverty? Even though y'all are over there getting all the raw minerals, all the gold, y'all own all the mines. Are you helping? Okay, I don't think so. Okay, because y'all will say a lot of BS and y'all ain't gonna do shit. Y'all say, especially politicians, y'all say a lot of shit to keep our ears warm that y'all concerned about the people that y'all trying to help. That's what I get out of this article. We're gonna help with the economic development. That's you just telling the reporter some shit they want to hear. You know good and hell well you finna suck Haiti dry until you can get all the money. Ain't that right, Hillary? Haitians, stop shaking hands with these people. Okay? Stop shaking hands with these people. Let me read this to y'all. Angelo Vallard, the CEO, okay, and Tony Rodham, like I said, he was part owner too, I believe, who was Hillary Clinton's brother. Haiti is also majority owned by Queen Elizabeth, okay? Tony Rodham's involvement with the mine, which became a source of controversy in Haiti because of concern about potential environmental damage and the belief that the project will primarily benefit foreign investors. Okay, this was first revealed in public about an upcoming book on the Clintons. A guy named Peter, what's that? Schweizer. I don't know how to say y'all European names, but he wrote a book about the Clintons, exposing their hypocrisy, exposing their controversial minds, these companies that are over there in Haiti. You know, you got this nation that's considered the poorest country in the world, but y'all over there buying mines. Y'all getting permits for the mines. I thought they was poor. All right? Now, Haitians don't like the Clintons or foreign powers. I don't blame y'all. Black people need to learn how to do for self. We need to be self-sufficient. We need our own land, our own property, our own houses, our own construction companies. We need our own trade routes back. We need to take over our lands back. We need to take our oceans back. We really need to take the world back. Because the way that these Europeans want to go about this world, they just want to control everything. They want to keep their eyes in control and they don't want y'all to have no freedom. They don't want me to have no freedom. They want us to live under their rule. Our kids live under their rule. They don't want us to just live happy and be married. Ain't none of that. They like to corrupt the world and then look like the savior. That way they can stay in control. Do y'all see the web? Y'all see the trap? It's like somebody steals something from you and help you look for it. You ever had that happen to you? Somebody takes some shit from you and then start helping you look for it like they ain't got nothing to do with it. That's white people. That's how they get down. They'll be extorting your ass and then, like I said, send a motherfucker over there talking about feed the children. Shit, we ain't taking nothing. I ain't got nothing here, but you can have some of what I got, though. You can have some of my food. Fuck out of here. Get my food back. You feel me? Let's go to Jamaica. Jamaica is abundant with resources. Jamaica is incredible. Jamaica is a land full of natural resources, a vast amount of resources. They got pretty much everything in Jamaica. Large deposits of bauxite are found in central Jamaica. Iron ore, gypsum, and marble are in eastern Jamaica. And clays occur in the west. You see? North, west, south, east, west. Then you got to throw in cocoa, sugar, coffee bean, all that. Jamaica is a big boy. Jamaica is a great country. It could be a great nation if the black people wake up down there and take their shit back. Because they even got the good ganja, the best marijuana on the planet. So they have a great market to base their economy on. And they can build their own nation. If y'all would stop extorting them and leave them the fuck alone, Europeans, French, Dutch, all you motherfuckers. All right. Silica, I think, silica sand and limestone are found throughout the island. Other mineral resources include peat, gravel, and smaller quantities of lignite, copper, lead, zinc, and phosphates. Jamaica's black sands contain some titanium. See, they even got titanium over there. Mining accounts for just a small fraction of the GDP in employment. I bet. When I read this, I was like, hold on. How you got a vast amount of everything, but mining only account for a small fraction? That's just like my man up here when he talk about he gonna be responsible for the development. He gonna help them develop. You know what I'm saying? You know that's bogus. Then you got my man there talking about, well, they mine it only cover a fraction of the GDP. Now, I'm not down there in the books. I'm not down there in Jamaica. I don't know what's going on. But from what I'm reading in my common knowledge, I know there's some bullshit. Okay? Mining is very important. Mining is the beginning of building a nation. Mining, cropping, fishing, excavating lands, chopping down trees. That's the beginning of civilizing people. Okay? So you can't sit and tell me that mining, that you can't undermine mining. Okay, mining ain't going nowhere. Okay, y'all say it's a small fraction of the GDP and the employment. Although Jamaica is one of the world's main producers. Do y'all see that? One of the world's main producers of bauxite and aluminum. Okay, let's keep it moving though. I don't want to be too long. Jamaican Mines. Who own the mines down there? What y'all think? After all this I've showed y'all, who do y'all think own the mines out there? Okay. Jamaica has 214 recorded mines. Okay. That's listed by the United States. And if they can list it, y'all know they're over there. The most commonly listed primary commodities in Jamaica mines are aluminum, copper, and iron. Okay. Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and St. Anne are the cities, are the states with the most mines. Okay, these are the territories in Jamaica that have the most mines. If you in Jamaica, you live in Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and St. Anne, I want you to ride by a mine or something. Go see how them people working. See if they look like what you see in this picture. See if they look like some high class professionals. And then I want you to go down there and see who the workers are, and then look and see who's in charge. Okay, I guarantee you the person in charge probably gonna be a European. If they do have a brother, he's going to be an overseer. It might probably be a house nigga, but it's probably going to be a European or Asian because there's some extortion going on, okay? Now, who owns the mines? Like I said, Manchester, the state, I don't know if Jamaica call them states or territories, but the territory Manchester out in Jamaica, okay? The mining company out there is LEONE and Alpart, okay? LEONE is a Canadian company, okay? And Alpart is, I believe, what does it say? It goes on to say, yeah, Alpart is in cahoots with Rusal. Okay, I did a video about Rusal a while ago too, but they're based in Russia. And then you also have Hydro Aluminum of Norway. Okay, the first bauxite mining companies are LEONE and Alpart. LEONE, a large, world-renowned Canadian company, had a strong presence in the town and was one of the main employers. Do you hear me? It lured many Jamaicans because of the high salaries and the benefits offered. Alpart, short for Aluminum Partners of Jamaica, was initially formed as a joint venture of Kaiser Aluminum, Reynolds Aluminum, and Anaconda. It is still in operation in Main Street, Elizabeth Parish. However, it is now jointly owned by, like I just told y'all, Rusal of Russia and Hydro Aluminum of Norway. So you have Russians and these people from Norway and these people from Canada. They own these mines. And I'm not hearing this shit talking about they high salaries and benefits. Jamaica, show me a Jamaican country, show me a Jamaican state that look like Dubai or look like New York City or something. Please, y'all show me. Because as many resources that Jamaica has, that whole island should be luxury. Do you hear me? Just like Haiti. A lot of these South American, African places, they should be luxurious places on planet Earth. Like they was in the past, okay? Now, I'm going to the United States. We went to Jamaica, I went to Haiti, went to the Congo, went to Guinea, went to where we go? Somalia. We went all over the world, okay? And the main places we hidden is the African nations. That's what I want y'all to pay attention to. But the reason I'm hitting the African nation is because these are the main places that's being extorted. Okay. Now the reason I'm finna get on the United States is because I want y'all to remember the third world definition. I want y'all to remember. Look at the bottom. The minority groups within a nation. Okay, just stop right there. The minority groups within a nation. They claim black people are the minorities, right? We live in the ghetto, right? As you can see, that's all the definition stands for. So, in order for a country, in order for a territory or anybody to be poor, they have to be poverty, struggling with poverty. But in this case, what makes a country rich? Natural resources, rich people, rich land, okay? Now, let's go to America. Let's see what America got going on. All right, I know America ain't extorting people over here, isn't it? Shit. America is the big dog when it comes to extortion. I think that's why America is considered the greatest country, and China and all these countries, because they are the most crookedest. They the most they full of the most lies. They the most full of shit. Okay? It's like sometimes you gotta look at shit like, you know, when you see girls who crowd around a dude who ignorant as hell, but he just flashy. He put on this facade like he the man, so girls just draw to him. That's what these countries remind me of, like United States and Asia and shit. Y'all like a big ass fraud. Like y'all play this role like y'all high and mighty, but in reality, the only way y'all can stay in control is at somebody else's demise. Y'all have to rule over somebody just so y'all can have power. White people can't just tend to y'all own shit and be cool. Y'all know y'all are fucking die off the planet. Y'all have to colonize people and use people to do y'all's work. You understand? And when we look at America, like I stated before, America was built off the backs of my grandparents, my great-grandparents, okay? My granddaddy to this day, still alive, will tell me stories about how he used to work in the fields, sharecropping. And when they were sharecropping, they wasn't getting no money. You was doing the same thing the slave was doing, but the slave owner, the man might give you a nickel or a dime or something, or they bring you some extra bread or something. You know, sharecropping was a false treaty to slaves to make them think that they had a share in the money with their owner. But in reality, the owner owned the plantation. We was out there picking all the material. We was out there getting all the raw minerals, okay? And then the European was profiting off of it, okay? That's why in America, you have ghettos. You have impoverished nation. You have a impoverished nation within a nation. And the Native Americans, the native people of this land, have been pushed into these impoverished nations. That's why you see all the black people in the hood, okay? Now, it shouldn't be no hoods in America because North America produces most of the world's corn, meat, cotton, soybeans, tobacco, and wheat, along with a variety of other foods and industrial raw minerals, okay? Raw mineral crops. Mineral resources are also abundant. Now, what we just say? What makes a country rich? What makes that country rich? What's gonna make a country rich? Abundance of natural resources. Now we're going back to America. What America say? America is okay. Mineral resources are also abundant. The large variety includes coal, iron, bauxite, copper, natural gases, petroleum, mercury, nickel, potash, and silver, or potash, or however you say that shit, and silver. North America, this is where we live. Now, I want all my people to know, everybody that believe in, you know, the Bible, and y'all think we've been over here 400 years of slavery, all that shit is buffoonery, okay? We done been through about 300-400 years of this bullshit, though, for real, for real. These white folks wrote their own prophecy and followed it. That's what happened. In reality, y'all got to know, black people in America, we have always been here, okay? We were colonized. Our lands were colonized, just like these Africans are colonized, okay? And just like these Africans that are over there, we've been colonized, and we working for pennies in our own land. Just like they over there being colonized and working for pennies in their own land. But it's time for us to wake up now. And the reason I say this, in America, if white people, y'all listening, listen, over 300 billionaires live in America. Over 300 billionaires are in, I think it's like 314 exact billionaires in America. Only 6 of them are black people. There are over 14 million millionaires in America. Only 120,000 of them are black people. Okay? So there you go right there. You have 120,006 black people in America that are considered very wealthy. Okay, based on a population of over 300 million people. The wealth distribution is highly favored towards European Americans. I wonder why. Y'all extorting the world. Y'all came over here, extorted us. And shout out to you Moors. Shout out to the Moors. People who claim to be Moors. Moors are pretty much just another word for black, a word the Europeans then gave your black ass after they defeated you in Europe, okay? And after they defeated us in Europe, my ancestors, they was calling them Moors, and most of these Moors were showing them the trade routes. They were showing them the way back and forth on these waters. Europeans didn't know shit about no sailing the seas. They was nomadic. They was pirates. They were just out here, okay? The black people, the original man of this earth, my ancestors, have always been traveling the seas, okay? But of course, we have sellouts. We have sellouts today. But we starting to get out of this knowledge. So we starting to, all that sellout shit finna stop too. We tired of all this shit. But we had people back in the day, after they were defeated though. I ain't just gonna call them sellouts because they were defeated. But they were sellout. Y'all should have just went to the grave without giving up where we was at. You know what I'm saying? We was good. But they brought the Europeans over here. And when the Europeans got over here, they brought disease. They brought famine. We taught them how to live here. And then they brought their armies in and took over the land. So that's why you got the Indian Removal Act and all this traility, all that type of stuff going on. So now the wealth distribution is highly favored towards the European American through generational wealth that they obtained back in the day. That's why a lot of you white people don't want to acknowledge today. Y'all are living good based off what y'all ancestors did to us, okay? Without that, y'all probably wouldn't even be here. Y'all probably still be over in Europe, you know, going through the dark ages, trying to figure out something. But eventually, we would have traded with y'all. We would have looked out for y'all. We ain't gonna just let nobody starve on Earth. But see, since y'all went through y'all dark age, y'all came out of that traumatized. So y'all scattered across the world looking for resources. That's why y'all exploit these black countries, these tropical lands, because y'all know they full of resources. And y'all scared to go back into that dark age, for real. That's the real truth. That's why I don't blame Europeans for what they do. I just want y'all to recognize what they're doing and how they try to cover up their hand like they not the bad guy. But in reality, when you pull back these veils, you're going to see Europeans own majority of all the natural resources in the land. And then while they own the land, while they corrupt your mind and think that your people did something wrong, behind closed doors, they do shit like this. Feed the children. So when y'all see this on TV, I'm going to end with this. When y'all see this on TV, when y'all see Feed the Children on TV, I want you to just know these same European people, these same Caucasians are over there extorting these same black people, okay? So you will have the extorter come in. Just like my man right here, or my man Leopold. You'll have a guy like Leopold come in, okay? Leopold come in. Leopold come in, massacre 15 million, okay? So 30 years from now, or the next generation, they not even gonna pay attention to what happened. They're not gonna know what's gonna happen. They'll come in like this. Hey, we didn't do anything wrong. Hey, yeah. And then you have us being spiritual people, being nice people. We accept y'all. We like, okay, maybe they done changed. Maybe they're different now. But in reality, extortion, racketeering, child trafficking, human trafficking, organ trafficking. They doing a lot of things with our people, man. These same type of people, these same type of owners, these people that you see walking around on TV with their suits and ties on, they extorting our people. And they doing it right here in America too. So I want y'all to open your eyes to these facts, man. I want y'all to know what's really going on. Third world countries are not poor at all, okay? Every country that you see on this list is filled with natural resources. I'm pretty sure Yemen, Asia, I'm pretty sure, or it might not be, I don't know. But these African countries, and I mean, if you're tropical, period, you're abundant with natural resources. So I don't ever want to see no more Feed the Children commercials. I don't want to see no more Europeans trying to hide the fact that they over there extorting these goods. We know now. What y'all better do now is pack up and run, or start putting that money back into my people. Or guess what? You gonna meet your maker. You gonna see the end. Cause we waking up now. All this shit is over with. All you frauds over there. If you in Africa right now, and if they come over there talking about feed the children, kick their ass out. Cause they controlling y'all natural resources. We don't want y'all beans and rice and shit. Give us our gold and our titanium and our uranium back, and we'll give y'all some. And we gonna get y'all money. Y'all gonna have to buy from us. We're gonna be talking about feed y'all goddamn children. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we finna get to. Now I'm not finna sit here and say I'm just ready to start hating white folks. No, what I'm trying to tell white people is y'all better recognize this shit before it's too late. Before we get to a point of no return where we really don't like y'all ass. Okay? Y'all need to understand how to turn these tables around and stop all the fuckery that y'all doing. If y'all don't want to, okay, so be it. Y'all know what the outcome gonna be, and y'all know we gonna win. So y'all better stop the fuckery. Like I just said, Generation X is in the motherfucking building, man. Third world countries are not poor. If they tell you they poor, if you see a feed the children sign, if you see a cracker come up to you talking about some give me a penny for a motherfucker, smack the shit out of his ass. Because third world countries are not poor. And I'm dead serious. I don't want to hear this shit no more. So I'm no longer going to have a debate with people. I'm no longer going to talk to people, especially white folks, about how black people do things to black people and how black people uncivilized and black people all this. And I'm tired of hearing my black people also blame our own people for our demise. You can't blame and just sit here and say niggas did it. No, there is a undercover hand that is a European and an Asian and all these other races that fuck with us. Okay? Manipulate us. Burn our books. Keep education from us. You know, extort us. Colonize us. Okay? When y'all understand it's a science to colonizing people. When you colonize somebody, it's for the next generation. So we've been conditioned to accept this shit as third world. I've unconditioned you today. You are not third world, black man, black woman. We ain't third world people. We are the original inhabitants of this world. These lands that they getting these resources out of, that all these white folks getting all these resources out of, these are our lands, period. Okay? And I want y'all to see that. Wake the fuck up. Represent our Cabalon. Represent Haiti, Jamaica, South America. Y'all represent. North America, stand up. Black folks, stand the fuck up, man. We got to take our shit back. Now, I'm going to end on this. I really want people to understand that this is not about hate. This ain't about me saying white folks ain't this or white folks ain't. This is me clearly bringing the facts to the table so y'all can see that third world countries are not poor, that these countries are being extorted, that these black children are working their ass off, black men and women working their ass off every day trying to make it to the greater good. But it's an unseen hand holding them back because they're controlling all their natural resources. So when y'all see the mother and her child going to fetch water with the thing on their head, when y'all see my young boy, the young ones over there dancing in the dirt, ain't got socks, ain't got shoes, I want y'all to just know Europeans, foreign powers are extorting our people. All right? Love y'all, man. Stay tuned. Generation X, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share this shit. Make sure you watch the whole. If you watch the whole video, you the shit. You learned something today. You woke today. You woke to some new shit. You hip to some shit now. This is some real shit. So if you watch this full video, I salute you. I love you. I really appreciate this because I took my time getting detail to show y'all this shit. And I put it on display where you can research it. You can find out yourself. So I salute you. Congratulations. You won. You got 2-3 more wrinkles in your brain. You one step closer to waking up. Okay? That's what we want. Wake that ass up, man. Generation X. I'm gonna holler at y'all.